Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. I got a great video today for you guys, and the token I want to cover today is Polkadot. And as full disclosure, I don't have any Polkadot currently in my portfolio, but it is one that I've been looking at for a while. I know some people that are invested in Polkadot, and they know it's a great project. I've heard about it for a long time now. I know it's a great project. I just haven't actually put any in my portfolio yet, but it's one that I'm considering putting in definitely. I just have a few other tokens that I'm trying to finish accumulating, and once I have enough of those, I might add some of this to my bag. It just depends on what other opportunities come up when I have the extra funds. But this one I think is definitely a good one to add to your portfolio. I think it's a pretty safe one to invest in. With all of the stuff that they've come out with in the past year or two, it's crazy how many partnerships that they have and how much growth that they're doing and the scalability. They've got some gaming partnerships, and they've got a lot of other business partnerships with their cross-chain platform. And this is one, guys, that if you pick up in the current prices, it's almost at what it was at in the last bear market, right before the bull market started at. So it's a great time to be accumulating this one if you're considering adding it to your portfolio. Now, this isn't financial advice. This is just my personal opinion on what I would do if I was looking at purchasing it. I think this was a good one to look into, but do your own research and make your own decisions on what you're going to do. And I just wanted to throw this one out there for you guys to take a look at, because I do think that it's a great project. And we'll take a look at the website here and look at the charts and see what kind of partnerships that they have and see where the price is at currently, what it did in the last bull market, and what it could do in this next one coming up. So we got this Polkadot here at $5.70 per token. And if you look at the all-time high, it got up to right around $52, 50, right around $52 or $53 or something like that. And so I think maybe, yeah, right around that range. So back here, it was right around $4 to $5 in 2020 after it first launched. And then if you were accumulating here, you could have made some really good gains here, like a 10x or so. And again, as I've said before, you'll hear people say this token's going to $100 or $200 or whatever. And realistically, you're going to look at a 10x for most of these projects. So you definitely want to start taking profits if you hit a 10x on your tokens. So if you were accumulating along here at $4 to $5 a token, like the price has been here, we're at $5 to $6. Looking at 10x or so, it had two big climbs. So if you would have accumulated here around $4 and then started cashing out at $40, if you sold 25 or 50% of your tokens, or even 100% of your tokens, or 75%, left a little bit in for a moonbag, you would have done well, and it would have dipped down here to $12. And I mean, look at that dip. That's huge. And you could have bought back in, and then you could have rode this back up again. I mean, that's just insane how much profits you could have made, double on that one. And after it's come down to this much, I mean, that's definitely a buy zone after the original price was only in the $5 to $6 range. So I would have definitely bought back in here, and you never know if it's going to just keep going down a little bit or if it's going to come back up like it did. Now, it came back down in July of 2021, and they were saying the bull run was going to be at the end of the year that year, and sure enough, it was. So we might get something like this 2024. We might get something where it skyrockets towards the end of 2024, and then into 2025 we get a big climb like this here. So we want to take a look at where we're at now in this $5 to $6 range. This is really good to be buying it up. It got all the way down to a little $4 and something here, and this $5 range is really good buying zone right now. So I would definitely, if you're planning on accumulating this one, I would definitely buy up on all these dips, because this is a good buy zone. If this did $50 in the last bull run, it definitely will probably do that in the next one. No guarantees, obviously, but historically, tokens have done, 2 to 4x of what they did in the previous run. So this could do $100 to $200, but I wouldn't count on that. I would just start cashing out at $50 again, just to be safe, or even in the $40 range, because you're still at some really good profits here. But if it hit, like $45, I would start selling some of my tokens like 25%. And then if you get above $50, maybe sell another 20-25% or something, and then see what it does from there. But you definitely want to be taking profits on the way up. So we'll go to the Polkadot website here. And they're a multi-chain that starts, vision for the Web3 that starts here, growing ecosystem, specialized blockchains called parachains. And they've got apps and services on Polkadot, and all these apps can securely communicate across multiple chains. So it's really cool. They got like a cross-chain interoperability here. And if you read this, they got enables cross-chain transfers of any type of data or asset, not just tokens. So not only can you send tokens across different blockchains, but you can also send data, which is huge. That's what a lot of these companies and projects need, is to be able to send data across these blockchains, not just tokens. And with interoperability, this really is a game changer for a lot of people that need that. Economic and transactional scalability. So it's definitely scalable. We know that with Polkadot. And high efficiency blockchains consumes a small fraction of energy used by conventional blockchains thanks to its next generation nominated proof of stake model, using the equivalent of 6.6 US households worth of energy per year. That's probably for the whole blockchain. And then they've got governance, of course, staking, bonding. I know people that are staking their Polkadot waiting for the next bull run. And then interoperability, it's a network protocol that allows arbitrary data, not just tokens, to be transferred across blockchains. It means Polkadot is a true multi-chain application environment where things like cross-chain registries and cross-chain computation are possible. And then I was looking at their website here, and they've got this XCM, secure communication for a multi-chain world. With XCM, Polkadot enables secure cross-chain exchange of any data type, unlocking new products and services that have never been seen before. And this is big for them. They've gotten a lot of partnerships because of this, and because they have huge scalability and different services they can provide. NFT staking, multi-chain DAOs, paying fees between chains and any native token, bringing external tokens into Polkadot, cross-chain reputation systems, cross-chain certification, on-chain scheduling. They're partnered with Mythical Games, and this is really cool. If you go to the Mythical Games website, they've got these NFL Rivals game, and if you look at that one here, it's really cool. They basically have an app to play on Apple and Android, and they've got the 2023 NFL Draft Players Pack. So this is really a neat game for people who love football. I used to play like Madden and a bunch of other football games when I was younger. I don't play it anymore, but we've got these different strategies. You can strategize and try to beat your opponents and dominate them and battle against them. And then they've got different gear and stuff that you can collect for your players. And I think they might have a video here. Full trailer.
Listen up, champ. You think you love football? Scientists say you're on your phone 14 hours a day, but one thing you're not doing on it? Scoring, pulse pounding, high fly, game-winning touchdowns. This is NFL Rivals, a heart-racing rush.
It's really cool that it's on mobile.
Grudge matches. Collect your favorite players.
So that's probably pretty fun.
Then punch it down the field for the TD. Boom! This isn't any given Sunday Monday. This is an on-the-go bump and run up the score on your best frenemy on any day that ends in Y. See, I told you, this is different.
That's pretty cool. And then they've got this Blancos, also this Blancos game. This looks pretty fun for kids and stuff. I don't think that's something that I would play personally, but a lot of people like stuff like this.
Some spend their lives trapped in boxes, doomed to strike poses on a shelf. But these aren't just any toys. These are Blancos. Everyone's a unique piece of art with a story all its own. With Blankos, you can play your way. Grab a friend and pit your Blankos against each other in epic battles.
My kids will love stuff like this,
Ultimate Brawl Champ.
and even some adults. I know people that have collectibles similar to these.
Or make something new when you mash them up. However you play, Blankos break the mold. Get yours today and unbox the party. Items sold separately. Batteries not included. Manufacturer not liable for mischief caused by rambunctious toys.
And it's by Epic Games. I mean, that's huge. So that's another game that they've got. They've got other ones that they're partnering with coming soon. There's looks like a racing game that's coming. That one's probably going to be a lot of fun. And then they've got these other partners here that they're going to be developing games with soon. So I just wanted to cover that with this. But yeah, guys, if you're looking at Polkadot, I think this is a really good one to get into, and definitely be accumulating at these prices. I mean, you'll never see Polkadot cheaper than this, I would imagine. So I would try to, if you're going to add this one to your bag, I would try to just stack as much as you can every couple of weeks, every week, whatever you can do. I mean, even if you add like 10 a week or 20 a week, try to get 50, like 40 or 50 a month, and add them up to your bag, you can do really well. So if you stack these up here, if you ended up getting there, if it got up to $50 a token, let's say your goal would be to get 50,000 or even $100,000, you'd have to accumulate 2,000 Polkadot. So that would be like $10,000 worth. And so just keep that in mind when you're trying to estimate how much profit you want to have in the bull run. Just kind of look at, now some of these other projects, they'll do 2, 3, 4x of what they did in the previous run. And this one could do that, but with it correcting back down to what the prices were during the last start of the project, I wouldn't count on that, because you just never know that it's going to get any higher than this or not. So I would start taking profits between the $40 and $50 range for sure on this one. And they've got all their tokens in their circulating supply. Pretty much the maximum supply is only 1.3 billion, and there's like almost 1.2 billion in the circulating supply. So that's good. And my guess would be too, I don't know exactly what the market cap was for this one back here when it first launched, because I don't know what the circulating supply was. It could have had, like half of the circulating supply in play at that time. And so that's why the token price was driven up higher. And then they may have released a bunch of tokens into the market during this whole time. I'm not sure. That could be why it came back down to the same prices as it was before the last bull run. Because if that, it'd be equivalent of like $10 now if it had the same amount of tokens in circulation, if it had a bunch of them released or not. So that's something that you got to keep in mind, is how many tokens were circulating in the previous bull market versus now. But the good thing is you don't have to worry about any tokens getting dumped on you anymore, with the circulating supply being almost equal to the max supply. But that's all I've got for Polkadot, guys. I just hope that this was a good video for you, and let me know what you think about it in the comments below. If there's any other projects that you'd like me to cover, I already did one on Solana recently, and that's one that I'm adding heavily to my bag right now. And I'm almost done accumulating what I wanted to for the next bull run for that one, and then I'll start picking up some of these other ones in the near future here. And let me know what you think of Polkadot and any other tokens that you'd like me to take a look at. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't want